All right, Cancer, this is your reading for the rest of 2025. Let's just see what's going to be going on with you for the rest of the year. And we're going to start with your oracle. We're just jumping right into this. We have Never Ending Story. 37. Um, that could mean a lot of things. We'll see how it relates as we get more tarot and cards pulled up for you. I'm thinking cycles here. We have Elixir. Oh, what a beautiful card. She who forgives, remorse, guilt, and forgiveness. Um, yeah, I think that would get you out of that loop if you're feeling stuck in a loop here, Cancer. Yeah, that's how you release yourself. You forgive. You don't have to do it directly. And matter of fact, I think it's sometimes better, depending on the person you're dealing with, to not let them know at all. We have Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Yeah, no more hesitation, because I do feel there is some hesitation here for some reason. If you were dealing with a toxic person, then yeah, definitely hesitate. All right, so this first row, we are going to look at your career and finance. Get that one out of the way. Nobody cares about that stuff. I don't know why. Oh, Ten of Swords. Okay, don't freak out yet. We have the Fool. Look at that, an ending and a beginning. And the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Something you are going to freaking love, apparently. So, I mean, wow. All right, let's get some crossing energy here for you, Cancer. I'm liking this already. Seven of Pentacles. The Emperor. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the Sun. Hello. All right, so your career in finance. I feel, because we have the Fool, we have the Ace of Cups, the Sun, the Emperor. You're for some of you, you're going to be quitting a job. You're going to look at this job and you're going to think, I'm doing all this work, I'm putting in all this effort, and it's not giving me what I need. It's not giving me the results I want. I'm done. This could be you completely changing careers. This could be you, you're putting it into something. Uh, you know, I have to say, just on a side thing, because I do feel like this is big, like you're changing a job or you're moving up in a job. So you're going to have different, but something major is happening here, right? For some of you, this could be you're looking at analyzing your finances and getting rid of debt. Like that, I'm getting, because this is the end of suffering, right? So for some of you, you might just be, you know, setting your debt to zero, which I know it's a goal that a lot of us have. It's so weird. We want to be at zero, but I think it's just how you utilize debt. Debt is not necessarily a bad thing. Debt is leverage, because if you have debt, that means you are able to borrow more than you have so that you can do things with it. So it really just depends on your relationship with money. Is it good? Is it bad? If you're in debt for, spending too much, then that would be bad kind of debt. If you are in debt and you're making investments and you're, buying a property, fixing it up, either flipping it or renting it out, and then using, money and then making another one. So it just depends on where you are and what kind of stuff you're doing. I know nobody cares about career and finance. I'm all about that. I'm not about the love readings, but anyway, so there is some analysis here going on, and I think whatever you don't like going on in your finances, you're going to end it. If you don't like how an investment is performing, you're going to end it. You're going to pull the plug on it. So this is like a chopping block right here, and this is you analyze. See, this is the energy that is helping this one. You're really looking at where your money is going. You might be, canceling subscriptions. It could be something small like that. Hey, but every little bit counts, right? So you're going to be looking at your finances and figuring, what can you cut out? What can you end? You know, but for some of you, it's much bigger. Some of you, you're like, this job is not doing it. We got to do something else. And we see that here because you've got, look at this. Wow, bazinga. So we have Aries here, we have Aquarius. Look at these two combos. This is something fierce here. So you have the Fool. This is the energy really coming out of this Ten of Swords. After you finish something, you're footloose and fancy free, Cancer. You can go anywhere, do anything you want. This is you taking a leap of faith in a different direction completely. You're not going to be a chimney sweep. I'm not seeing that. But, you know, um, this is you maybe doing something completely different. Now the Fool card, I love the Fool card. You see it. I even have a sticker on my computer here. I love it because it's a carefree energy. There's no negative anything about it, right? You're just starting out on a journey. You're like a blank slate. You're just blowing with the wind, but it's just such a innocent, beautiful energy. That's why I love it so much. But this needs direction, right? And here we go. This is taking charge. Big boss energy. My goodness. This is all the kings combined and that Aries quality, the emperor. My goodness. So you are going to take a leap of faith, but you are in control of this puppy. Wow, big time. You realize your potential and you're ready to take action too, because underneath these robes, he's wearing his armor. He's ready to go. He's got everything he needs. So does this energy here. So you are ready to start something new in your career, and maybe take charge, be the boss. Be the boss, be fearless and bold. That's that right there. I think if this is that never-ending story of not having enough, you're done. You're done. You're gonna curb your spending. You're gonna do something different. And wow, would you look at this? This Ace of Cups here, this is like a gift from the universe. It's a dream come true. This could be a dream job coming in for you. Look, we have this Leo energy here. So a lot of fire. And so we have heart, and then we have this lion energy here, which is passionate as well. But this is clarity. Your dream, this is going to be so clear to you, Cancer, whatever this is for you. Now, this is your career reading, but this may come up relevant down here. So it could be love too. But Leo is very bold and adventurous, right? Very outgoing. And this is a card of clarity. And I also feel it's lucky too. This feels very lucky, doesn't it? It feels lucky to me, like this is a serendipitous event, this thing that is happening for you this year, this opportunity, because that's what aces are. It's just nothing but potential and opportunity. It's what you do with it. It's like the universe is shining a light on this opportunity, it's giving it to you. So be bold with your career moves and your financial moves, and that looks flippin' fantastic. Fantastic. All right, now let's do your love and romance. What is going on for Cancer for the rest of 2025 with the love? Oh, that song that I believe in a thing called love. So good. Ooh, we have, there you are, Cancer. We have the Chariot. Ooh, Judgment. Okay, Scorpio energy. And the World. Wow. So your love and romance, it's all major arcana. I don't know about this. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of that Judgment. I'm just telling you, if it's a past person, I'm not digging it. Page of Pentacles, that's new. Two of Wands, and the Devil. Okay. So it's weird. We have Capricorn here twice. All right. Capricorn twice. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what I'm feeling, Cancer. You're on the road to victory in your life and success. You are driven. You have a vision. You're going towards this goal, right? That's what I'm feeling here. That's you. You're in your energy. You're doing your thing. Somebody messages you. They're like, hey girl, hey dude, what's up? And I'm getting a feeling for some of you, this is a past person, and I'm not a fan. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan. They're going to be talking with you, wanting to talk to you. And it might even seem like has nothing to do with romance. They're just wanting to say hi. I see how you're doing. You're doing really well with your pentacles, blah, 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 blah. Just trying to get their foot in the door, right? Is what I'm seeing with that energy. And I get the feeling that this is a past person. You know, they see your success now and then they come calling, right? Because we have this horn here, the trumpet. So the judgment, this is Scorpio energy, but it shows the people like coming out of their graves, you know, coming back to life, right? And so you're going to have a choice here to either entertain this again. Look, she's an entertainer, or stay on your path of success. I encourage you to stay on your path of success. There's a reason why this person is in your past, and that's because things ended because they were toxic. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry, guys. You know, not all the love readings are going to be good. This person is wanting to come back. They're wanting this. See, there's that never ending story. They're wanting to start the cycle over with you. They want to torture you just a little bit more. It's just too sweet, you know? It's just too sweet to pass up for them. And the how you squash this is to not communicate with them at all, no matter how they try to communicate with you. You just have to keep that door closed. You cannot open it, not an inch. You know, if they start sending you messages like with this Page of Pentacles, act like you never received it. I am not kidding. This person is still just as toxic as they ever were. You know, yeah, are they attractive? Maybe. I mean, you were with them for some reason, you know, but they probably have addictions. Whether or not you know about them doesn't matter. This is someone who is very fearful. And so they are very insecure and they project that onto other people. They you know, they see you as being stronger, and they can't have that. They see you as doing good for yourself. Boy, they just can't have that. They've got to come back in. They got to get this cycle started again with you. And I'm really hoping that you just choose a whole nother path, you know, that you have this spiritual awakening here, because this could go two ways. You know, this person, this judgment is saying that they're coming back from the past, you know, rising from the dead, so to speak. But it's also saying that you have a spiritual wake-up call and you get to choose your path. You don't have to go back to that person. You can break that cycle and stop that never-ending story, Cancer. I'm not a fan of past people. I'm not. They're in the past for a reason, and that's where they should stay. Period. That's it. Dunzo. You know? That's all I got to say about that. Let's move on to the final message. This is whatever the universe wants you to know. So, excuse me. Yeah. Which are you going towards the toxic one again? Are you insane? I'm sorry. Well, let's see before I jump to conclusions here that you're going to get your heart wrecked again. Oh my God. See, look at that energy coming through. I saw the death card again. Oh my gosh. See, that's my energy. All right. I'm okay. I'm going to tame it down. I'm getting all worked up here because I don't want you going back to this person. You've already been there, done that. We don't need to see this again. Oops. I pulled the wrong cards. See, I'm all discombobulated. I'm getting upset. I'm going to leave that one there. Oh no, that's right. Oh my God. What's wrong with me? I got upset, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, no. All right. There's too many cards turned. Oh, my God. See, this is a mess. This whole thing is a mess. Look at that. Y'all can't go back. Please don't. I hope this is a card of healing, that you're choosing the right path. I just can't even. It's like a tornado just went through here energetically. Temperance. That looks good. Oh, freaking. Oh, I'm gonna get angry with this one, you guys. Don't do it. Oh, my mama bear energy is like, I'm like teeth showing, growling here. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm not happy with this. Come on, let's get some good crossing energy. Let's get a Ten of Swords right here. Wouldn't that be perfect? Bam, bam. I don't even know if I cut the cards. I'm just so Seven of Cups, the King of Cups, and yep, the player. God, are you gonna go for this person again? No. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what the message is. Let's see what the message is before I have a coronary. All right. So the Three of Swords, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing right here. This person coming back is going to open up all your wounds. You're going to remember how much they, hurt you. You're going to remember each time they said that thing, you know, why do you wear that crap around your eyes? Talking about your makeup, or, why do you do your hair like that? Or, just little jabs, right? You're going to start remembering every single thing they said. They might even gaslighting you a little bit. We have this illusion here with the Seven of Cups, you know, fantasy, dreams, not being in reality. You know, I get a gaslighting feel here. Because if you're talking with this person, we do have swords. Please don't talk to them for Pete's sake, just don't. But if you are, oh God, they're gonna be saying, "Oh, I never said that. I never did that. You're remembering it wrong. That wasn't me." They're gonna try to screw with your head. That's what I'm telling you here. It's an illusion, and you're kind of looking at it. Well, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. No, you're not. You're not remembering it wrong. They did that. They said those things. They did those things. They made you feel that way, by being a crappy person. Oh, see through the illusion, please. Focus on you and your work, not this turd. You know, that's what they are. They're fertilizer, you know, piece of crap. Let them be fertilizer for somebody else. You're good. You've had all the fertilizer you need, right? And so the more you talk to this person, the more confused you're going to get and the more hurt you're going to get, right? You won't even be able to heal. Oh, Lord. See, this is why I try not to pick up on love energy, because I'm just, there's people out there just not a fan. And so, oh, take a deep breath, Mamacita. All right. You've been working this temperance energy, this inner alchemy to heal yourself from this BS. Why would you reopen the wound? Why? Why? And so here's the problem I have with this King of Cups right here. We have judgment. That's Scorpio energy, right? That is a transformative energy, okay, right? But I feel like this is a false presentation of this person. I think they're pretending. They're trying to, I'm not, because we have the devil again. This person is telling you a lot of things. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I treated you so poorly. You're so beautiful. You're so this. You're so handsome. You're so blah, 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 blah. You know, trying to make you, they want to interrupt this healing. They don't want you to see who and what they really are. Like the real King of Cups, he has a depth of emotion. He's very emotionally mature, but I feel like this is just a facade. If they're trying to come back and being all sweet, and this is someone talking you up and saying all the really nice things to you, but their true self is right here. The devil and the King of Wands. They're a player. Male or female doesn't matter, you know. And there's another energy I'm getting here. All right. So there's an energy here of you needing to take charge of your healing and to take charge of your emotions. I want this energy right here to be you, and for you to say, there was a card in the Stoic In the Stoic Wisdom, I have to pull it. I have to find it because it's apt. All right, sorry. This is it. Marcus Aurelius, love everything that happens to you. That's the King of Cups. I have to read this to you because I read it earlier because it was on the top and I decided to read it. When facing any unexpected situation today, tell yourself, this is part of me, I accept it. Embracing life's surprises transforms our relationship with fate. When we welcome unexpected events as teachers, they lose their power to disturb our inner peace. And so this is saying, put yourself first, put yourself on the pedestal, put your love first. You can, kind of, I feel like this is a goodbye to this person. It's like, I choose me. I choose my own emotional maturity, my own emotional well-being over you. But cheers to you and goodbye. That's what I would like for this to be for you, but I'm not sure if that's it. I'm not sure. I'm worried that it's this person trying to sneak in, because I don't get negative vibes from Scorpio. I don't get negative vibes from Capricorn, okay? But when it's a certain combination of cards, this Scorpio energy here seems like a stinger, okay? Someone who's poison, someone who's toxic. And they will say whatever they can to get you back under their spell. Because look here. We have the King of Wands. They have this rumbling fire within them, where if you cross them, guess what comes out? It's the robot devil. They're going to be very angry at you turning them away. That's why I said this is, a potential of what's coming. Don't engage with this person at all. Avoid all this. Avoid all of this, please. Avoid it. Avoid the noid. Remember that? You can avoid it way back over here. As soon as they send a message trying to reach out to you, you can look at it, delete it, block it. Walk away from it. Don't let this come back in to your life. And for some of you, I just got something different. This could be addictions. It may not even be a person. This could be, for some of you, this could be temptation, whether it's, I'm just going to throw out the ones we readily talk about: gambling, alcohol, drugs, maybe even laziness. I mean, just think of all the terrible things, bad habits that people have, it runs the gamut. Hoarding, not cleaning, I don't know, tons of things, right? I'm not trying to point any fingers, but for some of you, there could be a really toxic bad habit that you have that is, maybe you're fighting with it, and it's like the devil. So there is an energy here of this trying to create whatever this is, whether it's bad habits and toxic behavior trying to affect you, or if it's a person, it's trying to come back in. And you're going to have to be fearless and bold here to stop this story. I'm telling you, this is a big warning. You've got this wonderful potential here for success in your life, but this right here is what's going to, it's like sticking a stick in a bicycle tire. This can derail you right here if you allow this back in. Don't do it. Just don't. All right, I've harped at you enough. My goodness, let's get an angel number. This reading got me going, you guys. I'm not going to lie, because I don't want any bad things to happen to you. Really don't. I want to protect you, but sometimes, just tell. Now, this is not a bad number, you guys. But look, it's 666. We know in our society, in our, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I don't know if you remember the satanic panic of the 80s. Oh my God, it was all over the news. It was everywhere. I don't know what. I think it was because of The Exorcist and those movies that came out like that. It just started this wave of insanity. So we have 666. Reflect, love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. Yes, I do feel that. This is your chance to reevaluate your identity. We have that here with the 7. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Yes, yes. And remember how either this bad habit, how it affected you, or this toxic person. Oh, for the love of Pete. We have a relationship rhodonite, of course. It's pink and black love stone. The black rhodonite releases obstacles and blockages to attracting love. It clears negativity in existent relationships. Black is also the color of the root chakra, so it gets to the root of bringing emotional wounds and scars up to the surface to be transmuted by our lovely temperance angel. Yes. Allow this, you don't allow this person in, cut them off, but see clearly here the path to healing and to not let this person come back in. They're going to keep trying. I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to keep trying. The color black is grounding, so it can help stabilize ongoing relationships. Your affirmation is, as I release old emotional wounds, it opens the door for me to embrace love to the fullest. Self-love is what you need to focus on right now, and not this turd or addiction or whatever the heck it is. My goodness. Cancer. Water signs, man. I'm a fire. That's why I do water signs first for the week, because they're tough for me. Woo! You could leave life right now. Wow, this is Marcus Aurelius. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Holy moly. Memento mori. Wow. Choose a personal item such as a wallet, watch, or necklace as your memento mori symbol. Each time you touch or use it, pause for a second to remind yourself of life's infinite, or life's finite nature, not infinite, finite. Sorry, physical objects can serve as powerful anchors for philosophical contemplation, kind of like in that Leonardo DiCaprio movie Inception. They had those little objects, to keep them in the real world. By associating the daily use item with our mortality awareness, we create natural moments throughout the day to realign with our core values and priorities. I think that's good too, because it can bring you back to reality, not some fantasy with this person. Don't let them do it. Jeez, Cancer. All right. That is the rest of your 2025. Let me know if this resonated with you, please. Did I get this right for at least one of you? Is it helpful? Okay, let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and that's going to be it for now.